And those are the shots they need to knock down.
Soto, why not? Passes out to Andrusic, wide open. And good Jovic this time gets the block.
Oh, no.
And he might have taken that shot too early, but he almost hit it. Dominican Republic in their opening games. The second quarter underway. And good follow-up. Abramovich with another pass to sharing the basketball. Petrusev. Nieto to go. And this time the pass goes. Teodosic. Bounce pass. Belangel. Oh, he missed the layup. Abramovich again. Another pass over to Dobric.
Dobric, 11 points so far, is three-pointer no good that time.
Milosavljevic gets down low and turns it over, and then Petrusev fouls.
Yeah, they're shooting 29% from the field. You see another turnover.
Teodosic into Marjanovic, and he's fouled. Go. Jordan heading back in the game. Do it like Spain's La Bomba. No, he dribbles it off his foot, goes out of bounds. Low to Marjanovic. Here he goes. And
second quarter.
Trailing about 14 points. Abramovich. And Marjanovic.
But he's a very, very skilled big man. Great hands, great footwork. As you see go.
And look at Marjanovic. Get it and put it right back up and in. In the hotel, you got other players wanting selfies with him. Here's King. And the lefty puts it up, and now they play everywhere.
And you already know the Philippines looking forward to that 2023 World Cup.
Teodosic goes back to his left, and a better job down to 8. Pulls up, that's off to the right. Well, he turns, and look at the soft touch.
Need a lot of help trying to contain Marjanovic on the block.
Kwame!
Great feed there from that at the free throw line.
Davidovic follows his miss, and he... Good pass. Oh, boy, he hung in the air. Teodosic, you're going to give it to me. I'm going to take it.
So far from Milos.
Baltazar! From the right corner. And Hill heading in the right direction again.
Well, heading is, but they're up to now 40% from the field overall.
Bounce pass knocked away by Dobric. And Belangel fouled it big.
Tonight, but that hair out of the bun,
he stands out
down and jumpers.
Here we go. Davidovic catches and misses. Fakes, goes back up, ends up taking a tough shot, and pushes the lead back to 11. Is Serbia leading at halftime, 45-30. Look at the long arms of Marjanovic. Oh, boy. And Navarro fouled. And
got to keep cracking away.
Imagine, Josh, 32 years of age illustrates what they're doing right now in the Philippines. And Davidovic gets in there, goes in and out. Dunk.
Wait a minute.
Did that not go in?
Whoa.
Yeah, that's going to count. And Jusic, count it.
Oh, nice cut.
Kwame. Again, Marjanovic catches.
Oh, and they're looking for Marjanovic. There's the double team.
Bounce pass. Davidovic. Soto again drives.
Well, I'm sure we're going to be seeing this kid for many, many years ago.
Down. Jovic again gets it to Marjanovic. This time to Abarientos for 3. What about Petrusev being challenged by the minutes at point? Here he is, goes off 1 foot, and he Teodosic from long range. Abramovich had the good drive. Petrusev.
A game to him, you know, like a very dependable scorer around the basket. As Kwame gets another layup
To Kwame. He likes this matchup. Kwame goes up. There's a lot to like. Milosavljevic goes in and passes that one up. He gets it back down low. Hooping and scooping, number 34. And Drusic. Oh, soft touch.
Oh, Soto open inside, but doesn't matter.
But Philippines have done a great job of hanging around. And Jordan Hay, maybe somewhat disheveled. Here is Teodosic. Just kind of leans. There he is again. Soto. Soft touch. They're going to have to rush up a shot here. Not what they wanted. He gets it up. Gets it down. Gets it to Milosavljevic. How about that, folks? Serbia now lead just 67-62 over the Philippines at the three-point shot left wide open. Marjanovic hands it off to Dobric. Nowhere to go. He gets blocked by Kwame. And Drusic, shot clock winding down. He has to put up a tough shot. He turns it over. Boy, what a soft release from Mitch, didn't he? Here comes that Drusic, full court. And takes it all the way. Abramovich fouled. Gets the baseline, goes strong to the basket. On the open floor. Spins, puts it up. And excellent control. And Jordan heading from the arc. It's good. From the more than 1,250 fans here, but Albaniento's dropped in. The Philippines, the pitch. And Marjanovic dunks. Sector in this game that you just simply cannot get on top of. Nevertheless, Baltazar. They dump it. Oh boy, again.
Again, here you got to throw the double team.
Oh, tough shot, Marjanovic. Spin. Nieto puts it up. And it's short. Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to Belgrade, the Alexander Nicholas Hall. We're in the press room here with Coach Tab Baldwin and Ange Kwame from the Philippines following their narrow defeat to Serbia tonight. Great effort for your team tonight. Before we get to that, this is on Zoom obviously. We're going to have opening statements from Coach Baldwin and Ange, and then I will open up the floor to those of you who are watching on Zoom. Just raise your hand and I'll call on you. And as a reminder, this will be in English. So without further ado, Coach Baldwin, if you could give us an opening statement.
Thank you. You know, a lot of people will look at this as some sort of moral victory, and you know, I've been in this game such a long time, I just don't believe in those. We had chances late. We missed good open looks. I think Ange missed a couple, SJ missed one, and Justin Baltazar, he missed one as well. And they were really good looks, and they would have put Serbia under even more pressure than they were under late in the game. But you know, sometimes, particularly with a young team and a developing team, the occasion can be a bit bigger than we are, but that's what the learning process is all about. So I was very proud of the effort today. I want to play better than we played, and I know that we can play better, and we will play better. But certainly the flow of the game was very competitive, and we put in a great effort. And you know, apart from a little bit of composure late, I thought you know, we answered most of the questions that were asked of us by Serbia today.
Okay, thank you very much, Tab. Ange, if you could give us a comment, please.
Actually, it was a great learning experience for us. We know it was tough, especially to play against, you know, players that we been idolized since a long time. And then, yeah, we're really proud of ourselves, but, you know, we know this is not the main point right now, because we have to focus on the future. So, yeah, we're going to go back in the gym, getting right, and then, yeah, be prepared for the next game, because this is what matters right now.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll go ahead and open up the floor to some of the journalists that are watching. Alexandra, you've got your hand raised, so if you could unmute yourself and ask away.
Yes. So I have a question for CapCut and also for the player. What was the biggest problem for you on the court, in tactical way, in every other part of the game?
Well, I think Milos Teodosic presents a lot of problems, and his ball screen play was tough for us to handle. We changed our defense, and we started showing up on the screen, trying to take the ball out of his hands, and that was effective to some degree. But just Serbia's ability to get the ball to the right people on the right occasions, you know, with Boban scoring big and scoring late, and Milos, you know, controlling the offensive game. You know, our defense was always under pressure by those guys, and I think offensively our cohesion isn't near where we want it to be. We haven't played a team of that caliber and that intelligence that Serbia plays the game with. So we were scrambling a lot, but you know, I don't think you want to criticize your team for scrambling, but you also don't want that to be the character of your team offensively. You know, you want to have a bit more cohesion. So a lot of work to do, but we need to put this game behind us and get ready for Dominican now.
Alexandra, did you have another question? Okay, if not, I'll go to Yvonne. If you could unmute yourself. Yvonne Stewart.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning, Coach Dad from the Philippines. Your Gilas fell short against Serbia because do you think it will be a different story if Dwight Thomas played tonight?
Been a different game, but it doesn't guarantee a different outcome. Certainly to have his athleticism and strength defensively and his composure and skill offensively would have given us more weapons, but that doesn't mean that would have necessarily changed the outcome. But I think that the way the game would have been played from our end of the floor might have been different. Dwight has that calming influence on his teammates, and you know, he can impose himself a little bit more easily because of his physicality in elite basketball. But again, you know, of course, you add any player. If you add Micic or you add Kalinic, you know, the game would have been different as well. But that doesn't guarantee a different outcome.
Okay, Maria. Sorry, were you going to ask another question? Maria Alberto, if you wanted to ask away.
Hello, Maria Alberto from Dominican Republic. My question is, you play tomorrow with Dominican Republic. What is your playing game about the result you had today?
Maria, could you ask that again, please?
Tomorrow you play with Dominican Republic. What is your play game apart the result, this game when you lost in front to Serbia?
What is your plans for the next game?
Well, actually, I mean, this is going to sound cliche-ish, and I apologize for that, but we do take games one at a time. We haven't even begun to look at Dominican yet. We will spend this evening and tomorrow throughout the day planning our strategy for the game, and I'm generally not a coach who lays my game plan out in the media the day before a game, but maybe some coaches do, but probably not me. But certainly we've got to get ourselves physically ready to play, because this is a tough game and it'll take a lot out of the players, but both physically and mentally we've got a quick turnaround, so it's not going to be easy.
Alexandra, if you can unmute yourself again and go ahead.
Excuse me, I have another question. We talked a little bit in the Flash Zone with the head coach about his job in 2002 with New Zealand. So Serbian journalists want to know, is there any difference for you in basketball, in how they play basketball then and now, I think, on Yugoslavian team and also Serbian now?
They did 20 years ago. That was probably the biggest difference. I don't know, you know, every team has its own character and its own qualities, and that 02 team was, you know, was full of so many great legendary players, and you know, But we had a hell of a basketball team in New Zealand at that point in time, and they had matured so much through that tournament. But to compare the two teams, to compare eras, this team has great players, probably a little bit younger, and probably not as big as the 02 Yugoslavia team, but both great teams. And I know the expectations of playing before the Serbian public and the Serbian history and tradition is tough for any Serbian team. And Igor is a great coach, and he's going to put this unit together, and they're going to play some great basketball before they're finished.
Okay, I do have a question for Anj Kwame. Someone has typed this in. What was it like defending Boban Marjanovic?
It was super tough. I mean, that was a battle for me, and especially for the other guys, because they really helped me a lot, especially to keep him off of the board. So we win a battle. I mean, he's tall, he's long, he has a huge wingspan. So getting rebound, defensive rebound, and be able to keep him out of the paint was the biggest problem for me. So I think, yeah, I mean, the outcome it is what it is, but I mean, yeah, this is a great learning experience, and then I really learned from it, and I'm trying to picture it and then get it better for the next couple of periods that I'm going to play against. So it's a great experience.
And also, Anj, the Philippines, with yourself and with Kai Soto, two really promising young bigs moving forward. I guess from that standpoint, there's a lot of promise in that part of the game for your team.
Yes, sir.
Where are you in terms of your development right now?
Right now, I keep improving, any aspect of my game. Like Coach said, he wants me to play inside and be present outside of, so make the two-point shot and everything. I mean, we keep learning. It's a learning process, and I enjoy it. So I think moving 2 years from now, I'll be on top.
Okay, another question from Maria. Maria Alberto, do you have another question?
No, sorry.
That's all right. Well, I think we're going to call it here then. Actually, we do have one more question. Okay.
Just short one about Dwight.
I don't think Dwight's going to be ready tomorrow. He's got a groin injury. It's a muscle, it's a muscle strain, and we didn't think it was serious in the beginning, and just hasn't responded at all. And actually, after the flight, it was worse. So, it's just one of those things. You never know with groin muscles how they'll respond, and we don't want to take the chance of that recurring. We have a big tournament coming up in August, and we need him fully fit and back to training in a few weeks. So, he can't play right now, and we certainly don't want to rush him.
Okay, thank you very much for coming tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much. God bless.